Hi, I'm Max.
And my name is Nina, and I am a second grade student at Oak Hill. I really love my experience at JA.
Me too, Nina. It was great learning how to start a business.
And I had a JA volunteer come to my class at school. I got to learn about a lot of jobs in our community.
Did it give you some ideas about what you might want to do in the future?
Yes, I want to be a doctor.
That's great. I want to be the CEO of my own company someday. Tonight, you and I get to introduce one of our new Junior Achievement of Greater St. Louis JA laureates.
I know. I can't wait to meet Mr. George Paws.
Do you know that he was not only the CEO, but also the chairman of the board of Express Scripts?
Yes, I did, but did you know Express Scripts is the largest pharmacy benefit company in the United States?
That's crazy. St. Louis is lucky to have such a great business leader like Mr. Paz.
And we are lucky to have junior achievements to help us learn what running a business is like.
Speaking of running a business, let's watch this video and find more about Mr. Paz.
I'm George Paz. Very nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, for City Hall. What are you trying to accomplish in City Hall? I was born on the east side, Fairmont City, Illinois, just outside of East St. Louis. And my father was a Mexican immigrant, moved here. You know, we had no money. I got a job when I was 12 years old, worked on a tree nursery, and it was hard work, but it really taught you a lot about making money and trying to make sure that you did what you had to do. And that was my dad's focus. His focus was to try to make sure my brother and I had a better life than he had had. When you look at some of our kids that come from less opportunities, we need a place that kids can come, learn about business, and be able to grow and prosper. And I think that's what Junior Achievement's all about, is giving kids a chance to understand business, to find their field. You know, it's interesting, when I started out in college, I wanted to be an electrical engineer. That was my whole dream. And so my first 2 years, I'd spent at University of Missouri St. Louis and got kind of tired of it and quit for a few years. But I did very well in accounting, and I decided, well, maybe accounting isn't so bad. I went back to school, and that's how I found my way. It would have been nice if there would have been something like Junior Achievement for me in the early days, where I could have actually got my feet wet, learned, and set on my right course from the get-go. I had a chance when Express Scripts was a very small startup, $600 million market cap, 600 employees, and they needed a chief financial officer, so it was a great opportunity. In those early years, all we did was focused on keeping the lights on and growing the company. But because of my boss at the time, Barrett Tone's insights and vision and commitment to growth, we were focused, and we bought a bunch of companies, we grew, and made a great opportunity to continue to add jobs in St. Louis and across this country. The most important thing the kids should learn from the very beginning is all about integrity and ethical values. It's hard to make it in business. It's hard to succeed. But at the end of the day, what we can never forget is our ethical values and making sure we maintain our integrity. Junior Achievement is committed to taking the young entrepreneurs to be and helping them realize their dreams to become the next future leaders, and that's what this country's got to be all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Paws.
I'd like to ask Ms. Jacob and Mr. Reynolds to join us on stage for a photo.
So did you see how good those kids were? Who thought they did a great job? You ever hear the story about old dogs and new tricks? I was supposed to give my speech before they did this last thing, and I sat down. So that's how good these kids are. They know what they're doing. But anyway, it's great. First of all, Sam, I can't thank you enough for everything that you're doing. It's amazing, the matching fund. I'm going to try to make sure you give all of it tonight, so we're going to do our best here. You know, I get the medal, and that's really great. But I also want to recognize we got 2 tables here of Express Scripts people, and all I was a conductor. These were the people that actually did the work. They're the ones that made this company into what it is, so I want to congratulate and thank each and every one of you for everything you've done. You know, you heard in the video that I was born on the Near East Side, Fairmont City, Illinois, just outside of East St. Louis. And my father was a Mexican immigrant. He came here with a vision to get out of where they lived in Mexico. They lived in a little town, didn't have running water, didn't have a lot of opportunities, but there was great opportunity in the United States. He came here, they settled in East St. Louis because it was a great place, because of the meatpacking industry back in the 30s. If, you know, none of us probably remember that, but it was a great economic area. And it was a great opportunity for him to come with an 8th grade education and get a job, and his vision was to do better than his father. He instilled in my brother and I the same vision. And what a great country we live in, because, as Joseph said, you can do anything you want to do. And that's the beauty of this country. As long as you don't sit back, be complacent, and you challenge, and you move forward, and you drive, and you create new technologies, new products and services to meet either unmet needs or to create demand, this country gives us that opportunity. As I said in the video, I struggled early on in my early days. I quit school for 3 years, went back and got my degree. All that was tough. The young people you saw up here today have a chance to far eclipse what Roger's done, what I've done, what Jim's done, what Sam's done, what everybody in this room's done, but we need to give them the ability to do that. We need to give them the opportunity to meet their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations. So I would ask, again, that you do that tonight in 2 ways. One, obviously your financial gifts are great, but just as important, it's your mentoring, your help, taking them under your wing, and helping them grow and achieve the dreams that all of us got to dream. So thank you very much, and I appreciate the recognition tonight.